Welcome everybody to your 100k challenge update. So one deal, 100k profit or equity in 90 days. Here is our leaderboard this week. Week 4, would you believe it? We've actually cracked $500,000. Boom, just like that. 4 weeks and we're into $500,000. So that's so amazing. Team M's is leading the leaderboard. And just because I didn't want Auckland to be, tops alone, I had to add Rotorua there too, because actually that's where Kim's deal was in Rotorua, and she's part of Team M's as well. So Emma and Kim are really going for it. Wayne is sitting there at 235, so 2 deals, 235,000, and then we've got Team Apex in Dunedin. Brodie's team still sitting in 3rd place. So we would love to see a little bit more movement than just these 3 teams kind of moving around. We're tracking really well. Now, we don't have the lovely Emma with us tonight because actually what we did do, Therese and I, is we actually had her participate on our VIP mentoring session 1. So this is Emma's first deal for the 100k challenge. It is 20A Holiday Road in Stanmore Bay in Auckland. This is the house that she's found. It's a 4-beddy, 1 bath, 2 parks, and it has 2 lounges, 182 square metres. It's a 1950s build, and it is a cross lease. So she sourced this through her real estate agent, and it had an asking price of $759k. The CV is $890, and market, I looked at the market on REINZ off Relab, and it's 899 is the medium value for market. So she did have a couple of issues there. There were some minor things that the owners actually needed to do. What she did is she got early access, but they still then gave them still time to sort out a code of compliance certificate for some drainage and that sort of thing that needed to be sorted. So she's actually getting to work already while they're still sorting the CCC. And in the end, she has purchased that for $725k. And early access, a complete renovation throughout. Obviously, you can see the carpet. It's got a little bit of a pull in it, all of that sort of stuff. Everything's looks like it's the original as well, including the curtains there. And a not too bad looking bathroom actually, so it doesn't look like there's anything to be done or no value add in terms of that stuff. So I guesstimated the numbers when I didn't have them, and so the guesstimate came to purchase price $725, reno and other costs, I bunched those together, $78,326, and just went with that medium sale price and looked at a profit of $95,000, $96,000, which is pretty cool, right? That was her guesstimated profit at the time. But what's actually happened is something changed today. Don't ask me what, I've got to find out later. But all of a sudden, just before Property Club, things seem to have moved around a little bit. And so what's happened is, yes, purchase price obviously stays the same, $725k. Reno and other costs, she just rounded it off to $50k. The sale price, she's actually estimated now to be $920k. So that's quite a bit more than the medium that I guessed before, which was about $900k. So the profit is actually $145k. So more than she estimated before. So that means that I need to add $49,000 into the leaderboard. And there we go. So we've now cracked it. We've cracked 600k in profit on the board now on our tally, because Team M's now has a total of 300,450 estimated profit in 4 weeks. And we're not even at the end of week 4. So big applause for Emma and her team, Team Ems. Well done, guys. And there we go. Now, I don't know how helpful I will be as far as a Q&A goes for tonight, but if there are any questions, you are welcome to throw them at us. No? Great. My job is done. Thanks, Sam.
I have a quick one, Carol, before we move on. And it's
Yes.
how do we all make an extra $45,000 profit magically get added to our deals?
I know, right? I know. So it was really funny because some of the learnings last night, it was really interesting being able to have an open Q&A with Emma on the VIP mentoring session last night. Therese, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Now, can you
Okay.
remember? So from last night, so Therese, the wonderful Therese, facilitated our session 1 mentoring last night. From the info that Emma gave us last night, what did she say her superpower was, and what was her secret? Can you remember what she said?
I'm looking at my notes. Hang on. Where was it? She looks at a favorable condition that works. That's a win-win for her and for the seller. Or for one, to answer your question on the superpower, she doesn't like getting bored. She loves the challenge. She's got a potential undiagnosed ADHD like me. The speed of how she comes up with calculating how much a renovation may cost, how long it might take, putting together deals, visualizing. She said about being a spatial thinker. So she thinks about what can I do with this space. She thinks about how can I make it easy for a seller? How can I make it favorable for them? And I encircled here on my notes, she said she makes sure that the real estate agent always knows that she's there working obviously for herself, but also she is okay to mutually agree with the seller and notes that I am negotiable with this. What is the most favorable or flexible thing? And by mutual agreement.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
really interesting too, there were other two things. The other thing she probably put as a superpower, she'd want to, is caffeine addiction.
Oh, yeah.
She absolutely loves coffee and it works a treat. And also was around on the sale of purchase agreements, because you don't always get the opportunity to have a talk to the seller, but you would really love to, she puts little notes on there. And they're notes so that the seller actually knows they are from her, because the real estate agent has to present all of the offers, right? They present the offer, and what she does is almost like secret code, secret scribble little notes to the vendor that they will recognize as not the real estate agent putting the notes on there. And that kind of sneakies on through and gives little messages to the vendor. Clever, isn't it?